My name is Beston. I live in Cape Town. Also, I do delivery. Interbet helped me to realize my dreams. Now I have my own delivery vehicle and I'm able to do the removal in and around Cape Town.
Hi and welcome to all the viewers out there joining us for this pre-recorded show, which is being recorded early hours on Sunday morning the 17th for the meeting at Hollywoodbets Greyville on Monday the 18th of December, Hollywoodbets Greyville on the Poly track. Joining me in studio is Rahil. How are you doing, Rahil?
Very well, thanks to yourself, Sheldon. Obviously, it's been a great weekend of racing thus far. We had the Hollywoodbets Cape Guineas, which was quite a nice race because obviously that filly Red Palace, who refused to load in the fillies Guineas, she loaded and she ran an absolute cracker run in second. And yeah, Justin Snaith winning with Snow Pilot. So it was a great day's racing out at Hollywoodbets Kenilworth, and all things sort of lead towards the King's Plate and now the Met. But looking forward to the meeting on Monday.
100% right. So let's get straight into the action. The Monday meeting commences at 12:30. The bar-part race number 1 over 1,000 meters. And just looking at the card, Rahil, overall there's no big betting moves. And I'm not surprised because of the weather patterns the last 3-4 weeks in KwaZulu-Natal. We've had endless rain and a number of the horses, they haven't been able to work. So it's quite difficult going into a meeting like this.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a huge factor. We saw it last week on the Wednesday meeting that a lot of the trainers mentioned that the past 10 or so days haven't been able to get much work into their runners. But they've had a few more days and it hasn't quite been all sunshine. There's been a lot of rain about, so it's going to be a race meeting where you can get a bit of a jolt in the exotics, and probably a bet like the place accumulator and pick six could be worth getting involved in.
Right, let's get straight into race number 1, where I think we're both on the same horse. Number 5, Head Girl, who is currently the second favourite at 5-2. Number 1, Quintasia, is the outright favourite at 22-10. Number 2, Dressed to the Nines, is at 28-10. And then we have number 6, Grecian Palace, at 4-1. Out to number 7, Little Black Velvet, at 7-1. Looking at the field, we're both going to go with number 5, Head Girl. And Rahil, in her favour, she ran 15 days ago, second to Jane's Vision. Calvin Abib jumps back aboard. He knows her exceptionally well. If she takes to the Poly, I believe she's going to be the horse they all have to beat.
I fully agree with you on that, Sheldon. She's fit. I think she'll take to the surface. And I think this is the right type of race for her, especially over 1,000 meters. I think she could get ahead in front in this contest. She's quite a speedy sort. And we saw last week that the earlier races tended to suit the front runners. And it could possibly be the same come Monday. But nonetheless, I think Head Girl is the right horse in the race. Quintasia, I see the blinkers go on, and that could possibly sharpen up now that she drops back to the 5 furlongs. But the 5 furlongs is a question mark because she has seemed to show her better form over 1,200-1,400. So 1,000 meters could just be a question mark for me, but the blinkers could just be ideal for that filly.
And then looking at a horse like number 2, Dressed to the Nines, since they've put the blinkers on, has been third in her 2 runs. In her favour, she's been on the Poly track, so no problem course and distance-wise. You mentioned Grecian Palace. She's a horse who I think is going to run a real big race. And then number 7, Little Black Velvet, with that improvement factor to come. But in race number 1, horses who are proven on the Poly: number 1, Quintasia, number 2, Dressed to the Nines, and number 6, Grecian Palace. However, Rahil and I will both be in the camp of number 5, Head Girl, who ran 15 days ago. So fitness-wise, she might just have that extra length in hand at the finishing post.
It's good fun. Days like these are great. You get the whole industry together, and to have, companies and corporations like Interbet and Cape Racing who are so generous with sort of time and energy into making a day like this possible is it's fantastic for everyone.